Hello, this is Will Moriarty, and I'm here to talk about my education project and how throwing a slider in baseball is similar to our education. I really liked this quote from Benjamin Franklin, so I led off my essay with it. Tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn. I basically set up my thesis this way. My thesis being there are four universal steps in learning something: show me, help me, let me, and how did I do. This is very important as we go throughout the essay. The first direction is show me. Now, the show me stage in school is like when a teacher displays something on the board and they show you what is going on. So it's like the introduction to the content. And this show me step is essential with like the discussion with class sizes. So with big class sizes, it's very tough to have one-on-one conversations with your teacher. And same with or small class sizes, it's much more efficient. And in Finland phenomenon, we see that Finland is more um, apt to being successful than us because they have smaller class sizes and they're able to get that needed one-on-one time with their teacher. Now, pertaining to my project in throwing a slider, I wanted to start by teaching myself what a slider looks like. And so for that, I watched videos. Here's a picture of the video I watched right here. Um, that was a good pitch from Felix Hernandez. He's a good slider, and so while watching those videos, I was able to see what I want to create, and it gives me a sense of visualization. The next step is the help me stage. After you know what's going on, now you need help in doing it, and so this is where the teacher goes in depth on how to do it. This can be through presentations, lessons, activities, and other things. Um, this we saw this in Ted Sizer, where Ted Sizer talked about he cannot teach a student whom he does not know. Unless he knows how their mind works, he does not know how they made the error. This is very big, like I said, in small class sizes and large class sizes, because if you're in college and there's just one professor at the front of the room and you're just listening to him, you don't really get the one-on-one time. You just show up to class, take notes, and take the test. Whereas in small class sizes, you can discuss the teacher gets to know you, and they can appeal to you as a learner and help you. Now, for this step of my project, I read articles and I watched videos from well-known pitchers and people in the baseball world on how to throw a slider, and that is seen right here. I looked up how to throw a slider, and here's another one. How to throw a slider. Watched video on that, and I learned a lot. So now we're on to the next stage, which is the let me stage. The let me stage, um, in pertaining to education, is the stage where after the student has learned how to do something, um, the teacher sends them home with homework. Although a lot of people don't like homework, it's actually a pretty important um, part of learning because it's the let me stage. You get to go home and figure out if you know what you're talking about or not. And then in this article that I found by USA Today, Dennis Brady talked about the politics of some of the inner city school systems and why those school systems kind of fail compared to the, I guess, wealthier school systems. And it's kind of interesting because like there's just a long line of stuff where like even like just right here, lowering class size and hiring more teachers is cost prohibitive to taxpayers. But improving the quality of the existing schools is needed to serve those who cannot afford that option. And it's just a really he just brings up some good points about why this is happening where like in Finland, all the schools seem to be doing pretty well, but with us, you can see a big impact even in Oldham County and Jefferson County. Oldham County is doing very well in school systems, but Jefferson County continues to struggle, and we're just like 10 minutes away from each other. So it's just kind of interesting, but um, no matter what we do, it just always seems like it's never going to change. So, and part of that is the let me stage, where kids in failing school districts have a harder time doing this let me stage because they're less disciplined to this, whereas school kids in nicer schools are more disciplined to this and care about their grades. So then, in general, they just learn more stuff. Um, I don't really have any pictures of me doing this, but this step for me was just practicing pitching it. Um, I do actually have a grip. I figured out I got a bunch of different opinions on grips. I decided to go with this grip with a reverse horseshoe as like it would be right here, and then index finger and thumb are on opposite seams to create the most amount of spin, which is what you're looking for, spin rotation. Um, the final step is a stage of reflection. This is very important because if you don't know what you're actually doing and you actually aren't very good at it, then you can go back and fix whatever you need to fix. And then for me, this was actually throwing it in the game, and I was able to um, decide if it was really a good option for me or not to throw this pitch. And I have a video of it right here. Here's the video. I found it, and this first pitch is actually the slider that I've been working on. So, enjoy. Surprisingly, in the game, I was actually able to control the slider, and I actually threw it more than that, but that's just one video I have of it. And so, in my reflection process, I have determined that I can throw my slider effectively, and it is something that I will continue to do. Um, Other than that, there's really not much to talk about. So, thanks for listening.